We're good. All right, all right.
Live from Phil's garage.
Pretty much live from the garage. This is the film study post draft show. So we just gonna jump right into it because we got a lot to talk about here.
I know you told me you had a lot to say.
Oh, I got a lot to say about this one. We're gonna start off with draft surprises. First one on my list. Yeah, I got a list. I got a list. My first one was the Titans at number 4, taking Carnell Tate. Chris is
A receiver. Yeah.
not happy, by the way.
Well, I did mention
Hey,
something about a receiver in the last episode too. That
hey,
I wouldn't be kind of shocked on that.
I wasn't mad at it because he's the best receiver in this draft. I'd have taken him in a
But didn't
heartbeat
Jeremiah Love go before?
Yes, he
like
did.
right before. So
because I do believe that the Titans
Yeah.
probably would have taken
Love.
Love
I think so too.
there, but the Cardinals said nah.
So why don't you go get the best wide receiver?
So
I mean,
they're-
that's obviously the best thing
That's
to
what I
do is to
think.
get the next best player, as long as it's what you need, though.
but like and
I feel like they need it.
Yeah,
But my whole thing was too, like even Chris was saying, like their defense, because he wanted Styles. He wanted Sonny
Oh,
Styles
he
from
wanted-
Ohio State, which I get it.
I
He
feel like their
was one of-
defense was solid.
But that's
Last
what
year.
but that's what we were talking about because like their defense was for their record was pretty solid, to be honest with you. It's just the offense was just not there. Like even Chris said, like he goes, we got the pieces, like with Jeffrey Simmons and all the other guys that they got. It's like, did you really need a defensive player that early? Because like there was some good defensive players in this draft, and a lot of them went in the top,
Oh, yeah.
15 to 20.
Mhm.
But it's like, Robert Saleh is a defensive guy, so he's going to get the best out of his players that he has. And even what they added in the offseason, so far was pretty good. So, I mean, I don't see why really Tennessee needed that. But, I mean, try telling Chris that.
Well, and Calvin Ridley is always hurt on top of it. So like
When he brought up Calvin Ridley's name, I said, bro, are you serious? Because I was like,
he's always hurt.
Carnell Tate will blow the doors off of Calvin Ridley. I promise you. Granted, Carnell Tate is not the fastest receiver, but he's a good route runner. He's played a lot of college ball, and he's been around a plethora of good wide receivers. I mean, he played with Njigba, Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, he's played with guys that are in the league right now. So Tate was a good option and a good fit. And also
I think so.
I also bet Chris $5 that he would do better than he expects. So I need Tate to,
so you need to
I need
take
Tate.
off.
I need Tate to really bring it home.
Yeah,
I mean,
$5 is
I
$5.
think he
right?
will. I think he'll be fine.
I think he'll be
The
just
Titans
fine.
offense, like they picked it up towards the end of last year, so
They did.
actually look like a good offense. So they
Get-
should be able to move forward. and
Get
expect
Cam
more
Ward some
out of them.
help, and that's what you needed,
Yeah.
and that's what you did.
Because
So
really, running backs aren't terrible. I mean, they still have Spears and Pollard. So
yeah,
I mean, they're
you
decent
would-
backs. I'm
I
not saying
guess.
they're like grade A, but like,
but why the
what else what other back would you have even taken in this?
but why
draft?
the Cardinals needed a back was beyond me because
You
they had 3.
See, I just
I
think
mean,
it's
I'm not
a
saying
thing
that they're
of-
all like I'm not saying that they're all world beaters and they're the greatest, but I mean James Conner's good. He's decent.
I just think the injuries.
Algier.
He's older.
Algier's, a serviceable backup.
And then how do they feel about Trey Benson's injury too? That's honestly, I like the move.
The injuries
I
is
thought
what-
it was a smart move.
The injuries is what definitely piled up, and that's very. I could definitely see that for sure.
Mhm.
So I mean, I'm not saying that it was a horrible pickup for Arizona.
No,
I just questioned.
because really, wide receiver
Why?
room. If the Wilson kid keeps going like he was, and you still have Marvin Harrison, you already have the tight end. So
And then the next question of why was the Rams taking Ty Simpson at 13.
I mentioned that too, Phil. Remember how I was talking about? Do you think they? Well, I asked the question. Do you think they would take a QB? I wasn't really that shocked.
The late draft buzz was the Rams taking him. Like there was a lot of late, like, hey, the Rams are looking at him, and it's like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford is coming back. He's done. He's good. It's all good there. But how long does Matthew Stafford have?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I agree.
Maybe,
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
the reason why.
I think
you could have someone with experience to be under his wing.
I would want to learn from Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, and you got McVay, so
that right
on
there.
top of it,
So
you got
maybe they're thinking ahead.
That right there was one of the whole major things was who drafted him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because Sean McVay, we've said it before, and I'll keep beating that drum that him and Shanahan are the two best coaches in the NFL. Period. I wouldn't care who they drafted.
No offense.
They probably could have drafted, some high school kid and turned him into an all-star. So I mean, and Ty Simpson, the only thing that worried me was he's only got a total of 15 games of football under his belt. That's it.
Steeler fans were hurt over that one. When
I wasn't.
When I was there, I wasn't.
Oh, I figured they were.
When I was there in the crowd.
Because that's just stupid.
At the draft. So, dude, they were so upset over that.
But that leads into my next thing. See, I like when things, go well. I know Pittsburgh was pissed. And then Pittsburgh turned around and took Drew Aller from Penn State. I know you're not thrilled.
What?
I know you're not real thrilled about it. It is better.
I mean,
it's better than Carson Beck.
I'm not hurting over the Drew Aller thing, but
I'm not, because I know the kid has all the tools. He's got the measurables. He's got the arm. He's got the weight. He's got, he's played a lot of football. He's played winning football. I know Penn State's had, some rocky times here and there, but, watching Drew Aller play, the dude can make all the throws on the football field. He's got the prototypical size, like I said, and he's got all the tools that Mike McCarthy should look for in a quarterback like Will Howard as well. Like me personally, I'll just throw it out there and say it. I don't care if Rodgers comes back, because I would let these two kids who are young
and hungry
go at it. And also,
that's what I'm up for.
The other nice little tidbit too is those two have gone against each other.
Did you see
Because they're
McCarthy's
both
statement,
Big Ten
though?
guys.
This doesn't rule out that basically Drew Aller pick doesn't rule out Aaron Rodgers coming back. I saw that.
But Aaron Rodgers probably rules Aaron Rodgers out because
Maybe.
you know how much of a dickhead he is. It's kind of like the Ben Roethlisberger thing when they drafted Mason Rudolph, when he questions why. Your job is not to question me why. Okay, like it's not like he's going to supplant you as a starter.
Yeah.
So what does it matter? I need you to teach the kid.
Yeah.
Do what I pay you millions of dollars to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
that definitely makes sense for sure.
It's like some of these players that question owners and what they do. It's like, I don't question what you do half of the time, so don't question what I do of how I run my organization. I just need you to throw a football and win games, okay? That's all I need. Let me do my front office stuff, because that was the same thing going back to Aaron Rodgers thing. Aaron Rodgers did at Green Bay. Dude would publicly say, I will leave this team if he continues being a GM.
Yeah.
See ya. Because there would have been other organizations like Jerry Jones. You ain't going to tell that man what to do.
No,
for
definitely not.
his own team.
Not with the way he is. I mean,
you're not going to tell John Lynch and the Niners what to do.
You've seen how many people Jerry Jones have let walk. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to let your Robert Kraft. You ain't telling him what to do.
Like Micah Parsons, to me, that sucks.
Robert
I
Kraft's
hated it.
too
I
busy
get it.
in a brothel, bud.
Yeah, we know, but that's for a later subject. But for the Drew Aller pick, I wasn't upset about it. A lot of people said it was a reach at 76.
I kind of wanted to, since I guess they had the 85th pick, but I just expected that to be like a later pick.
But also,
I guess
too, I'd have
decided
been
QB
gunshot
pick.
too if I'd have got shafted like we did. Which brings me to my next thing. I wasn't happy about that. I'm just going to throw that out there.
The whole Mekhi Lemon.
Yeah,
I'm kind of glad
Thank
we didn't
you.
get him though.
dickhead.
I'm kind of glad we didn't get him. I honestly feel like he just seems too cocky
I just don't like the fact that
after seeing him with the interview thing.
the,
I really do.
the whole interview situation and the whole thing with, tell me on God why God's green earth, Philly and Dallas would do a trade together. Who does that?
The National Fix League, bud.
As a division rival, you're going to help them because Dallas has to see Makai twice a year now.
It's the National.
Why would you help your most hated rival that'd be like us helping Baltimore.
That was like Browns trading Flacco to the Bengals when the Bengals were
They're
starting.
idiots. Like trading in your division is the dumbest thing that you could possibly do.
National Fix
I didn't
League.
understand it, to be
Sorry,
honest with
Phil.
you.
Even Chris will tell you. He said, "You just don't do that." He goes, "That's
No,
just
you'd rather
unprecedented.
not.
Yeah, that's just unprecedented shit,
Yeah.
especially if you hate each other."
Now if they
Because
go there on free agency, then so be it. You can't control it.
he was on the phone with us
But
when
also,
Philadelphia called
why Pittsburgh?
and said they're taking you.
Why are they showing the live shot in Pittsburgh calling them?
He had to hang up the phone on Pittsburgh and say, "Hey, man, sorry." And then he even
Yeah.
said, "Why is Philadelphia calling me?"
Yeah,
And then his agent said, "Because they're taking you."
yeah,
He said,
I
"Well, you
saw
he
the
goes,
video.
I'm on the hang up."
yeah.
Because they can't do. He doesn't have a choice in the
No.
draft, right? That isn't that how it works?
no.
Well,
Well, I guess you could say like,
Technically,
"Hey, I'm
you
not
do.
playing for you."
technically you do because
Then-
it's been done.
Yeah. Where like
Eli
people that
Manning.
came out and said, "I'm not playing for this specific team." No.
Who did he do it with?
Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
They said that's why they swapped
Mm-hmm.
because Phillip Rivers was technically drafted by the Giants.
Yeah.
And Eli was drafted by the Chargers and he didn't want to play for him. So they just said,
Mm-hmm.
"Okay, we'll just do this. Flip flop. You go to the Giants and you could go to the San Diego Chargers at that particular time."
Even though I'm not a fan of Eli at all, they won on that one for sure.
I actually kind of like Eli. People,
I
people
don't
bang
know.
on him
And,
a lot.
and out of that
Listen.
draft class, Phillip Rivers is the only one without a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because it was Ben,
So who got
Eli, and
drafted?
Phillip Rivers came out of that particular draft class.
Damn. That's
And-
interesting.
They got flip flop. So if
2-2-0.
Phillip, yeah, and they both got multiple Super Bowls. Phillip never even sniffed one.
Yeah. I think
Never
they
even
went
made
to
it.
one AFC championship, I think. Maybe one or two. I know one in particular they did, and they got smoked
Yeah,
by
they got-
somebody.
They got ramrodded.
Yeah, it was bad.
So
It's just
see, and I believe, and that brings me back to the Makai thing. Like I do believe in the fate thing because it happened for a reason. Because the same thing with Phillip and Eli, like that happened for a reason. Eli got 2 Super Bowls with the Giants and beat the Patriots both times to get them.
and that's
Thank
the,
you.
the kryptonite killer right there. Honestly, as much as I hate to
Well,
admit that,
I wish Phillip Rivers would have got a Super Bowl because
Yeah, I like Phillip Rivers.
because I mean Phillip Rivers had that fire. He's always been
How do
that
you
mouthpiece.
how do you think I feel about Tony Romo? To be honest with you,
That,
like
man, man didn't deserve a Super Bowl.
Nah,
think
bullshit.
that
That
man
man,
didn't deserve a Super Bowl.
listen, at the end of the day, that man played with his full heart. He did anything. And you know how I feel about him. I have a hate-love relationship with him like I do with Dak
He wore a
Prescott.
star on his helmet. We just
Of course, I get that.
He can't
But
I won't. Do
not being a fan, you still have to understand he played his heart and soul into that league. And he was phenomenal at what he did. He just
He's a better
Yeah.
analyst than he is a football player.
phenomenal analyst. but that's how he was a good football player too. He just couldn't execute it.
I like how you could call every play from the booth but couldn't do it on the field.
But that's not true.
I'm just saying.
But that's not true.
That man
That's
won 2
not
playoff
true.
games his whole career.
You can't
And that's
put
bad.
it all on him.
Oh, I'm not putting it all
You
on
can't
him
put it
because
all on him because there's a lot to that league, and we know where everything's gotten lost consistently. He had 1 year where he pulled it in, and then they took that away from him because they didn't want to pay DeMarcus Lawrence.
of course.
But and what did he do? He went to Philadelphia and did shit in Philadelphia. I truly believe
That's why you
100%.
don't help your division rivals.
But he didn't help them. They took a loss in
No, I'm just
reality.
saying, but that's why you don't help your division
I
rivals
don't-
draft day. It don't matter.
I don't understand why they did it either. But who's
shaft
making
us.
the calls? Who's making the calls?
I don't know if it was necessarily to shaft us because they are getting rid of AJ Brown.
Well, from what I
Apparently, the whole thing
from-
with them and the Pats.
from what I've seen was like apparently
I didn't realize they got Wicks too.
I don't know how
Really?
true this is, and it's just hearsay throughout the league.
He's coming to Pittsburgh.
No,
AJ Brown.
they said that
Trifecta.
somebody called Dallas
Oh,
and said, "Hey," or Philadelphia or whoever got a phone call and said, "Hey, the Steelers are going to take a wide receiver. If you want one, you better jump now." Don't know how true that was, but it's awfully funny that it happened. That Dallas traded to Philadelphia and traded down. Yeah, they got more picks for it, which is fine. That's what you do.
Yeah.
But Philadelphia said, they're that kid in the back. Okay. For your division rival, though. And now we also play Philadelphia this year, regular season. So we have to see Mekhi in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Might not have
I know it's not his
Hey,
fault. I'm not mad at Mekhi. I'm not, because, you know,
but you know the capabilities of who he is, and you're.
Oh, I do.
Obviously, his
I
guy
understand
is up.
that.
Oh, we got the next Deebo Samuel.
We'll find out. And then more on that one later. And then I had, Sonny Styles falling to 7th to Washington. He was supposed to be a top 5 pick easily out of Ohio State. How he fell to 7th, I don't know.
They need it.
Probably just.
Oh yeah, well I'm not saying that
They
Washington didn't
definitely
need
need
it,
it.
but
Yeah.
it's like, Chris wanted him bad, like real bad, because Sonny Styles converted from safety to linebacker. You don't see that too often,
Right.
and be good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the things. Like that boy's a machine. Like he's good. I definitely will say that he's definitely was worth a top 5 pick for sure. Who went ahead of him? That's neither here nor there. But still, for Washington to grab him, Washington got to be happy as shit. Plus, too, Dan Quinn being the defensive guy he is probably loving every second of it.
Yeah.
He's like, thank you, God. The draft gods have smiled upon me. Good for you. I don't like you, but good for you, I guess. There's 32 teams in this league, and there's only one for me, and that's it. Just sorry. I hate everybody else.
Yeah, the Ravens.
Oh Lord.
There's
No,
more
yeah.
on them later, I swear to God. I think they do things on purpose. I really do. Anyway,
Well, they.
love going to the Cardinals at 3 was a little bit of a surprise to me because I already thought he was going to be a Tennessee Titan. I really did. I was really actually hoping he was going to be a Titan, but he is now an Arizona Cardinal. I'm sorry. I just
Because they're not good. What about Carson Beck,
I
though?
don't know. Is that going to be your starter?
Carson Beck to AZ.
And
it's going to be a recurring thing with Jacoby Brissett with the whole Drake May thing when they drafted Drake and then they canned him.
And Jacoby wants QB1 money.
Yeah.
And you ain't been a QB1
Probably since
ever.
Well, didn't he start a couple years for New England when they were bad?
Like I said, ever. I mean, it's just bro, like what made you think that you want QB1 money? You started fucking what, 5 games last year?
Because it was the stats
Only-
he was piling up when he was getting blown out.
Well, yeah, when you're behind
Yeah,
20, it's easy to do that.
It's just pitch and catch like you're in the backyard.
I mean, and that's just what it was. I mean, it was literally easy for him to stack up 300-400 yards passing because
You're down.
you're down 28.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're
The
down
whole
by like
time.
3-4 possessions every game.
And it's just like, seriously, man? Okay, it's cool. But if Arizona pays you QB1 money, God bless you. You'll never hear from the Cardinals. They'll be like the Raiders, the Jets and the Browns, because they're all going to be those teams until they're not. Even though those teams drafted well, I still don't care. You're still going to be who you are until you're not.
Yeah.
You're going to be the Browns, the Jets, and the Raiders until you're not.
Have to show it.
I don't care who you got. Fernando Mendoza, I don't think you're gonna be the savior of the Raiders, bro.
You're right. Genty is.
I don't even think he is. And then
Random.
there's one running back that I want to talk about here later. I'll get to it.
Prince.
I'm actually really
Seahawks.
happy and surprised about it too. We'll get to that here in a minute because now we need to
The
talk about the draft winners here, boys. And-
Giants. That's who I think.
Yes,
I really
They're
think
one
the
of them.
Giants were.
A lot of people for Giants fans were upset because they wanted the
Giants.
Giants to get Downs. But I also know a lot of people that really feel like they're very happy with what the Giants got.
with Arvell Reese, I would be happy too because you drafted 5th and 10th.
Mm-hmm.
You addressed two needs right off jump with Arvell Reese and that Francis kid from Miami who said he would die for Jackson Dart.
Oh my lord.
He did. He said that live on TV. He
I
said,
didn't
bro,
know.
he goes, bro, I'll die for you.
That's
the guy I want on my team.
100. I mean,
Thank you.
I would.
I want that guy.
Yes.
No,
He's a big boy.
I
Like
saw it on TV.
he's the guy that has to protect Jackson. So I want that guy.
Yes.
Didn't
Talking
they,
like that.
didn't they draft a couple receivers too?
Yes, they did.
That's what I thought.
Yes, they did. I actually have the draft list pulled up on my phone here, so we can go over some
I'm
of
trying to
that.
remember because I got to watch most of the second round and like some of the third.
Yeah, it goes round and around here. So, but yeah, like that right there was very good for the Giants and Cleveland. As much ass as they fucking sucked. I mean,
Didn't they take two receivers too?
Yeah.
They had Boston was one of them.
When they took Spencer Fenner, that offensive lineman
Yeah.
from Utah.
I know you're talking about, yeah.
Good pick.
Mm-hmm.
Good pick. He's top 5 solid offensive lineman. Very solid. Denzel Boston, that one hurt me. I about threw my phone to the TV because I wanted Pittsburgh to get him. I really did. And then when I seen Cleveland take him, I'm like, we ain't gonna get nobody, are we? I'll talk about Pittsburgh here in a minute. The Jets, man.
Sounds like Phil's upset. about
I am.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
I am.
It was that.
I actually really am. I'm highly disappointed. But
Really?
we'll get to that here in a minute, and I will tell you
I'll
why.
be honest, I'm kind of not.
The Jets, man. Jets were A+ winners in this draft. A+. I mean, with David Bailey, monster at Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Tackle machine.
Tackling fuel.
Tackling fuel. They got my boy Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon. Y'all got a playmaker. Just gonna let you know that.
Skip over that guy.
They took Omar Cooper from Indiana.
Yeah, I knew they had
Good
a couple
Good pick. Solid pick.
skill positions.
Very
I
good.
remember.
And they also got another. They took another Indiana. They took that D'Angelo Pons from the
Oh,
corner
is he
from
the
Indiana.
corner?
Yes,
Yeah, I knew he was the corner.
very good. I mean, the Jets went. The Jets did needs. Like they didn't just take kids. Just they took what they needed and they made the best of what they got. I mean, they traded up. They did this. They did that. The Jets finally did something right. But like I said, you don't know what's going to happen until we start playing football games.
Right.
So,
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? But David Bailey is an instant starter. Sadiq is an instant starter. I don't know about Omar Cooper and Pons. I don't know because, they needed somebody to replace Sauce Gardner.
Cooper maybe because I mean other than what Wilson.
Yeah.
Other than him, like who else do they really have?
Nobody.
So he probably will.
he probably will. All these guys might
Their
be
tight ends
starters.
will be nice though with him and if they still have what's his name? What's the Mason kid? You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
He's good. He just didn't have a quarterback giving him the ball.
No,
like
they don't.
they'd have a nice tandem there if he's still there. I guess I would assume he is.
Sneaky one too. Matt Branch will like this one. Miami.
I'm trying to think of who they even got.
Miami had 6 picks within 2 rounds. Like, I mean, that's
Good draft capital.
I mean, and the people that they took, like they took Caden
I keep
Proctor.
forgetting. Oh, okay.
They
yeah.
took Caden Proctor from Alabama.
Yeah.
That is a
Oh, yeah,
that is a
definitely.
massive human being. Okay, and just good player. I mean, that's a good pickup. And then they got a lot of people had him pretty high on their boards. Was the corner from San Diego State was Chris Johnson, San Diego State corner.
I don't
He's
know
really
much
good.
about him, to be honest.
Really
with you.
good, sticky in coverage. You know, just can tackle. I mean, he's just a good, well-rounded corner. Needs a few things cleaned up, but I mean, playing for San Diego State was definitely a good corner. I mean, and that's why like they came up in the earlier rounds to go get him because he was just sitting there. Like
Yeah.
he was on Pittsburgh's board to be a corner. But you know, Miami said, yeah, we're gonna change that. Jacob Rodriguez,
Wasn't he
linebacker.
Texas Tech? too?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the other kid.
The
They had
mustache.
two of them. Yeah.
Tackling machine, can go lateral. I mean, gets to the football. Like that's the one good thing about him. Good lateral linebacker. Can get to where he needs to be and make the tackle. So, you know, him and David Bailey caused a lot of problems for people at Texas Tech.
So who is
So
he playing for?
he's going to Miami,
Miami.
Dolphins. So I mean, it's, you know, those teams. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody else didn't draft very well, but those were the teams that stuck out a little bit, you know. And then we'll go to the losers of the draft. Buffalo Bills, man. What are you doing? They drafted out of the first round. Yeah. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. They traded their picks in the first round to get more. Why, I don't know. Yeah. They're the first team to trade out 3 times of the first round.
That's Joe Brady's vision.
They didn't pick until the second round. They just traded out.
Out of curiosity, I mean, if you didn't pick in the first round, you kind of missed out on a lot.
They
But-
did.
But where did they pick out?
They did.
Where did they land in the second round? Now I'm curious. Like what?
It was early.
Who did they get though? Really?
I
Because
mean,
I never
I-
really, I guess, noticed.
They drafted 3rd in the second round. They drafted T.J. Parker from Clemson, an edge rusher.
That's not bad. I actually watched him play a little bit. I think he's good.
But I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna ask, for the love of dear Jesus, why you didn't get Josh Allen more help?
Yeah.
Like, do you want?
you're
Like,
not
do
wrong.
you
I get
want
that
that
part,
guy
too.
to fail?
No.
But they really don't have an edge rusher.
Didn't get him a receiver. You know, I mean, you could find these people and
Yeah.
coach up and wherever and stuff like that, but you didn't get him a receiver. You didn't get nobody else no help.
Because they're going to get A.J. Brown. They're going to snuff the Pats. I can feel it.
I'd laugh. But anyway, why? Like, when I was sitting there with Mason, Bills fan, he's sitting here just like staring at the TV like he'd lost his best friend.
Did you go over there for the first night?
Yeah, I went to
didn't know you
Chris's.
did that.
Oh yeah. And Chris was like, why? Like, when you did it once, okay, I can see that. You know, just get more draft capital.
To take away all 3 though, not even try to get one of the top picks. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Because they traded back, you know, to go back to try to get more capital, but then they traded back again, and then fucking traded for the 3rd time.
That's wild.
Why?
And who did they draft? Who did
Edge
they
rusher from Clemson.
Who
But
all
no,
do
but
they-
in general, like who, what's the list
Yeah,
of who
what
they
is,
got?
like, the
Now,
whole-
now I want to know what they actually grabbed because
They really
unfortunately, I
did need
just-
help on the defense.
Well,
so
and then they also
they kind
didn't.
of really don't have. I don't think they really have corners or safety.
They drafted 30th, which would be 62nd in the second round. I'm not even going to try to say that dude's last name.
Just say the first name at least.
Davidson. I mean, he's from Ohio State. at
He's an
least,
Ohio State corner.
so he's probably good.
So I'd say he's decent, but it's like, for real?
Who
But they
else
went.
got?
But it sounds like you're making
That-
it sound
that
like they
was
went all
it.
defense then.
That was it for the second round.
About the 3rd. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just want to see in general, like who
Buffalo didn't even
draft
draft
in the third.
in the third round,
So the first and the third they never drafted. Is that what you're saying?
and then they took
Oh,
Okay.
Jude Bowery from Boston College, offensive tackle.
Yep.
I know none of these people.
Who's Skylar Bell? That's their
Doesn't
wide
always
That's
mean
wide
anything.
receiver from UConn.
Just
Is he
saying.
good? Because
Doesn't always mean
that's
anything.
who one that they got for a wide receiver.
Yeah, that was about it.
And then I seen a linebacker, Caleb. Let's see, a safety, Jalone. Defensive
Yeah.
tackle,
I'm
Zane.
gonna
I'm
keep
not
Keon
gonna.
Coleman. He's the future.
Cornerback. They got a punter and a guard. So they really didn't get him anything, did he?
Nope.
Well, now I can understand. I mean,
They're in my losers bracket. I don't, that's just me. The other NFL analysts on Monday are going to have a fucking field day. Stephen A. and all them guys, like they're going to have a field day with some of this crap.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, they'll.
Oh, he's probably going to have a field day with Pittsburgh's because he already said that first round pick was nothing to write home about.
yeah.
See, I heard nothing but good things about that kid. I don't know. I wasn't mad at it.
And I would say
I really wasn't.
my second loser would be us, Pittsburgh. Like my whole thing was, you let all these guys blow by you. You did have 12 picks in this draft. You had the most out of anybody. Anybody. I did hear that they did try to trade to
In the first
15th
round, no, that did.
with Tampa.
They did.
And
Yeah.
I don't know whether Tampa said go fuck yourself
Well, I heard they couldn't. They just didn't
Or-
make a deal with any team. So I think it was a
or-
couple.
or they didn't make a deal. Because if they would have traded up to 15, they could have had a plethora of people that they want. Like they could have picked almost anybody else that they wanted that was on their board. But you did not make a move until
They did it in the second and third round or something.
the
like
late
that. They
second
moved up.
round. And it's like you could have made something happen. I just want to know how hard you tried. Because like if you let someone like Dallas, Philadelphia just jump you like that for no reason in your own home state, your draft, and you let them punk you like that, and then you don't do anything else about it. Because like the boy that I
I'm
particularly
actually not mad about
the
our
boy that I
draft.
particularly wanted was the one from Penn State. I can't say his name.
Yeah.
I just know
Yeah, they went to Baltimore.
he went to Baltimore.
Oh, well, you're not definitely not happy about that one.
So you gonna block for Derrick Henry? That man can block this garage out of anywhere. I mean, he's nasty. I mean, dude's nasty and he's a good kid.
yeah,
Like that's the thing. Like he's one of them Samoans.
yeah.
So
I
but
remember you talking about him.
you just sit there with your fucking hands in your pockets. Because Philadelphia did kind of take a jab at Pittsburgh.
Well, our guy's from Nigeria.
Their owner said he goes, we're not standing here with our hands in our pockets. He said, we're gonna make things happen. I know that was a jab at Pittsburgh. I know it was. Because then, the Philadelphia Flyers had something that they wanted to say after beating Pittsburgh in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah, I knew they were like up.
Welcome to the better side of Pennsylvania.
Mm.
Yeah,
Damn.
but let's be honest.
I just don't
Shots
like.
fired.
I just don't like.
They were beating them years back, dude. Whenever
I
they
just
won
don't like
3
the shots
Stanley
being
Cups.
taken. And then you're going to sit here literally like Howie said, with your hands in your pockets and do nothing. And then Jerry Jones says, why? And he goes, I don't want nobody mad at me. But he said, when you're out there getting your ass kicked, because you got to do something about it. We didn't do nothing about it. You sat there with your hands in your pockets and pulled what Mike Tomlin would do, would just sit there and stand pat. When you seen linemen starting
said
to
it.
go,
He finally took a jab at Tomlin. I've never heard.
but
of.
I'm just saying, like you're sitting there watching lineman after lineman after lineman go, because it was definitely odd. Like me and Chris even pointed out, he goes, a lot of offensive linemen are going in the first round, and it's true. They
Yeah,
were.
they were.
Like they were going one after another, and you sat there and didn't do a damn thing, and you panicked because I watched that little clock go down to like the early teens When normally people was like, oh, picks in. I watched Pittsburgh's clock just tick down because you fucking panicked. I know you did. You sat there and was like, damn, well, what are we going to do now? Because Mekhi Lemon was the guy that they wanted. They wanted it. They were on the phone with him. So, and you're sitting here like staring at your draft board like, oh, damn, what do I do now? And you're hosting this draft and you're sitting there with your hands in your pockets and you don't do nothing to make things interesting and exciting at all. And I'm not downing the kid that they got because I understand that, there was a guy that went on John Gruden's show.
6'6", 320 though. They say he's got good footwork.
And said, who's going to be a steal of the draft? And they said, Ioniger.
He could be.
And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But you also don't know that.
No, we don't.
The kid
know
hasn't
about
played
anyone.
much football.
Yeah.
And as an offensive lineman, today's NFL, you could get eaten alive.
See, I will say, Phil, I'm just not a big fan of the whole, like, you haven't played a lot. Like, I can understand maybe, like, the Ty Simpson thing, only having 12 starts under your belt.
Mr. Trubisky,
But
same thing. Bears traded up to get him.
But we've also seen athletes that have picked up sport later on in their life and excel. I think you just have it or you don't.
Oh,
and I know it's a completely different sport, but you can look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. Literally started, I think, when he was like 15.
Well, all I'm saying is he better have it.
So he might.
Because if he doesn't, we're in trouble.
At the end, too, I just think at the end of the day, on top of it, all of these people are obviously, you don't know, even if they were.
No, you
college,
don't. Well, and that was my whole thing going back to the Will Howard deal. Everybody wants to sit here and trash him. Man ain't even thrown a pass in the NFL, and you're saying, oh, I don't even know why we got him on the roster and all that crap. It's like, okay. like, are you serious?
We haven't even watched him play.
Give him the chance first. You can't just dump him off.
Bro hadn't even thrown a pass yet. He broke his pinky in camp. You can't help that, okay? I understand. And everyone's like, oh, he's worthless. We don't need him.
But that's because
you don't need him. But yet you want to sit here and bitch that you got Mason Rudolph when we know he ain't gonna save the franchise. I know this. We know that. He's a serviceable backup at best. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna sit here and tell me that you're gonna down a kid who hasn't even thrown a pass in the NFL and say you don't want him on your team when the kid was a proven winner in college, won a national championship, played in 2 pro-style systems. So, and then Mike McCarthy, so-called, quarterback guru guy, says he likes him, loves the kid. And yet you're not even going to want to be willing to give him a chance because y'all some fair weather fans.
Because as humans,
I ain't about that.
As humans, we like comfort on knowing what we've seen already.
Yeah,
in college, and that dude was a baller.
But that's the problem. That's the thing that Pittsburgh has to do now is they have to take the risk and take the chance. They need to find their next guy.
Oh yeah, they always want the safe option, and it ain't gonna happen.
And that's what
Aaron Rodgers ain't a safe option at the tender age of 43 fucking years old.
No, I'll be honest. I was really surprised when y'all grabbed him. Is he great?
Yes. Oh, I wasn't.
But
I hated it from Jump Street.
I can understand it
because I was tired of the Band-Aids.
Yeah.
The only person I was happy for was Zach Frazier that got to play with doing snaps with 2 future Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson and him, that's the only person I'm happy for because I ain't happy for the rest of the team because these Band-Aids ain't working.
No.
Then Band-Aids fall off.
You need to take that risk. But they don't want to lose in season. I really, truly believe that's what it is.
Oh, I know
that's more important to them. It's just
it always has been.
Which is, I get that, but I'd rather find the person that's going to take me all the way to the end.
You play to win the game.
State of being average.
And it's like, you got to take those risks, But then there's also a flip side to that coin that you don't want to, delve so hard that, you're going to end up like the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. But I just don't
Who took another quarterback, by the way, mind you.
Who did they take this time?
The boy from Arkansas, Green.
Oh, did they? Is it Talon or was that?
Yeah, Talon Green.
Talon Green. Why? Man, they're really trying to put a competition out there.
Why? It ain't much.
That's like another 4 quarterbacks, so.
Shedeur ain't your answer, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's just not going to be the answer.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't understand why.
But you like the Drew Aller pick, right?
I mean, I do. I mean, I really wish you probably could have got him a little later, but I understand the math of why they did it, because it's like the fact that where everybody was going and how it was going. If they seen promise and value at 76, you take him.
So what about the was it the Alabama kid? Jeremy, what's his last name?
His accent, it's Jeremy.
Is it Jeremy?
Yeah, which
It
is
actually
weird.
is.
But you know,
I mean, after seeing like how versatile he is, I think that's what Pittsburgh does need at receiver.
because
You got
he's
two big
played
guys already.
he's played both inside and out. He's played more snaps
He
at
seems
outside.
like a kind of like a gadget guy too that you
He
can
is.
use.
He's not the fastest, clean route runner. And the thing was too that he doesn't drop passes.
Sounds like a possession guy to me.
Like
That's key.
his drop pass ratio, I mean, it's outstanding.
And then
Like,
you can at least see if
it's
Roman's
pretty
got
good.
anything on top of it.
So I mean, I wasn't too, you know, I just wasn't too thrilled that Denzel Boston went to Cleveland,
Yeah.
just because that's who I wanted if we couldn't get Lemon. Which, I mean, it is what it is. We don't know how these kids are going to pan out
Mm-hmm.
and whatever. But
I mean, look at Lima Sweet. One of the best.
yeah, at Texas
Dude comes in, would burn a corner
and drop the ball.
and drop a ball for a touchdown nearly almost every time. it felt
I
like.
remember. Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. Top prospect.
Oh yeah, I mean, you just don't know. I mean, it's always the kids, because I mean, your
And
teams are
honestly,
built from the third round out.
Maybe we dodged a bullet because I get the kind of the vibe Mekhi Lemon.
Oh, I definitely see
Kind
it.
of feels like
Like with the
another
inter-
AB, another maybe George Pickens. I don't know. It was just kind of the way he carried himself a little bit to me. He just seemed kind of
And
arrogant in a sense.
And it was said that Jeremy kid, like when he was met at his, like when he was at the combine, like they said, the way he carried himself for his age was very
Mature, basically.
enlightening, because like everyone was like,
They wanted to be around him.
well, yeah,
probably.
you come from Alabama, you're expected to be good and all that, but also too, like, I want to see how you are as a human being. And apparently he was blowing people away with his like maturity and the way he carried and the way he handled himself, which I do like that. When I started seeing some of that stuff, I did start liking that a little bit more. And
It's probably, I feel like it'd be a perfect wide receiver 3.
I'll just go on the limb and say, like, I'm not too mad at all of our picks.
See, I really wasn't. I even kind of like, who's the kid they got that's like more of like a punt returner and
From
a kick
Iowa?
returner.
Weegent,
Yeah. I feel like because you don't
He's
have
fast.
Calvin Austin anymore.
he's fast.
So who do you have that's going to return those punts and kickoffs? Like you need someone. And if he's fast too, I'm sure they'll use him on the offensive side here and there.
Dude's quick. Now, getting to the running back that I wanted to talk about.
Is it the Navy kid?
Yes.
Everyone keeps talking about.
Yes. He is from the Naval
What's
Academy.
his name again? I looked at because I've read over him a couple times, but the back end I don't really remember so much.
He's
Like
from
name wise.
he's from Pittsburgh.
Oh, another James Conner. But
Well,
I'm just kidding.
he went to, I believe it was Slippery Rock. And then his parent, like his dad, like I think his grandpa and his dad both were from the naval. Like they went to the Navy.
Mhm.
So he decided he wanted to go to the Naval Academy. And so he did.
So Troy Oakman.
And he ended
Oh.
up being a stud at Navy as a receiver, but he's a running back. He owns the record for a wide receiver at Navy for almost 2,000 yards. He's 6 yards off from being a 2,000-yard receiver at Navy for his career.
That's crazy.
And, 9 touchdowns this
Oh
year.
no, I saw some
is
of
what
the
he
stuff where
scored.
they were like, I saw some highlights where they were throwing him screens, and
Yes.
he can definitely move.
You know who he models his game after?
Who?
Christian McCaffrey.
Really?
Yes. He said, I model my game after Christian McCaffrey. I want to be
Well,
that
maybe
guy.
that's good too.
I want to be that versatile guy that can receive, run in between tackles, run outside if I have to, but I can also catch the ball. Like, watch his highlights when he's receiving. White kid doing one-handed catches like it's nothing, and he's just like getting past people. Like, he's deceptively fast. Once he gets to the secondary, it's hard to catch him.
No, that's what I saw.
And
That's
it's
what they
like-
were talking about. His speed, like
He's
if
shifty.
you allow him to get upfield, have fun trying to catch him.
Yes. And I love the fact,
Yeah, I saw.
you
that.
know, and two, what got me, he got drafted in his naval uniform. He was in the back in the room. He was
Yeah, I
sitting there
think
in
I
full
saw that.
uniform from the Navy, and when he got drafted. And when they walk out and they pick up their hat and they put it on in the mirror, he went like that. And when he walked out with a terrible towel. He's from Pittsburgh, from the Naval Academy. You're drafted in Pittsburgh. Like, it's because he actually got a phone call.
Yeah.
Like, and get this too, I found out something else that's interesting, and tell me that fate don't have something. He was on the phone with another team when he got drafted by Pittsburgh.
So it's like the whole Mekhi Lemon thing.
Yep. He was on he was gonna be picked up by another team until Pittsburgh actually scooped in and drafted him. Like, he was actually he was on the phone, and when he hung up, his parents were all beside him. He said, I'm gonna be a Steeler. And then the lights hit and he got picked.
So what?
Tell me that ain't a full circle moment for somebody.
Because I
That's
didn't.
pretty cool, though. That really is.
That's badass in my opinion. Like, that's like, he's a hometown kid. He's loved the Steelers forever
Troy
and a day.
Aikman, Emmitt Smith. It's Troy Palmer.
That's Chip. No, that's Ira being an idiot. But
What do you think of?
for the full circle moment for that kid, like, that's just like, that's awesome.
What about the Everett kid from Georgia? I saw they did the DB. Like, I've watched a lot of
Yeah.
Georgia football, and when I saw his name, I was kind of like, I thought he was solid at Georgia from what I remember, like watching some of their games. And he's been there for a while,
Mhm.
so
I
I
think
kind of
he's-
didn't think that was a bad idea. I just kind of wondered, like, did we really need another corner though?
That's
at the
what I'm
same
saying.
time?
But I mean, but you need depth,
Which I get that. That's what I was thinking. Maybe they're just doing it to add another.
because I'm really hoping that, a lot of our corners start to gel a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need Joey Porter Jr. to cut down on the flags.
I feel like he did do that though, second half of the season.
But
Like,
I mean,
it seems like it's getting better.
I'm really just hoping.
Wayne Gretzky, Don Vito. Appreciate you in here chilling with us, man.
He's killing me.
I know he's always, we'll just say a silly rabbit.
Yes, he is.
That's the best way I'm gonna put it. Right now.
But yeah, I mean, after that. I mean, we got the couple corners, and then the other one that I was really kind of excited about was the offensive tackle from Iowa,
Oh, Red Rocket,
the Duggan kid,
Dunker.
Dunker.
Yeah,
Yes,
dude,
that is an odd bird. He is a ginger with a mullet.
he is.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Red Rocket.
He's also 6'5", 321 pounds.
Jeez.
That's a
Mhm.
big boy. And
Dude, I'm looking up McCormick to see if he played left guard in college.
like,
I don't know why, but it's just
that boy was probably born to be a Steeler. Just gonna throw that out there. Just for the simple fact is, like, he a country boy. He a country bumpkin. He's actually a hay bale throwing champion.
good.
Yeah, I know.
That's so
They
real.
do weird shit out there in Iowa, okay?
That's all right, man. It's just I didn't expect it, but I shouldn't be surprised at the same time either, huh?
He's also a eater.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that boy loves to eat. The calories that he puts in is stupid.
Me too. I'm the
Like,
same. man.
it's just dumb of what that boy does. But I like it. I just don't know where they're going to put him because he played right tackle. and we took another right
Mhm.
tackle. Like, you just gonna switch these boys around, or what? Like, what do you plan on doing with them? Because I mean, we got enough right tackles.
Well, at least
Yeah.
two.
Left tackle is what we
This-
need.
But is he capable of being able to switch position and play left tackle?
He has, but it's not natural.
I get it.
Like, your
he-
natural position is where I need you to be. Like Fatanu played and hit out of his position last year. And I'm not saying he did bad, but it's like when you go back to your natural position, it just fits.
So do you think he should be left
Well, that's
tackle?
because it was.
Who?
Falatanu
That's what he is.
at left? But he plays right in Pittsburgh.
I know. It's not his
Well, that's
natural.
probably what they're going to do.
That's not his
So
natural
then, yeah,
position.
then
Move
they'll
him
switch
over.
him, put him back.
Because you
I
drafted-
hope.
wait,
You got to find somebody.
You drafted 2 right tackles.
Yeah.
You said.
And why? We
Well,
need left tackles.
Why I feel like that's why
Because
they're
they-
gonna put him
That's what
back.
I'm saying. They're
I
probably going to
hope.
put Falatanu over, and you still have Dylan Cook who played solid.
But what's Broderick Jones going to do
Well,
when you
I've,
come back?
I've also
Well, you
partly
also
seen
gotta-
some things about like he could even retire because of his neck
Okay, because of
injury.
the neck injury he had.
And he had a
Yes.
setback on it. So I don't know, like it all
Yeah, but
depends
at-
on what
at the
he's going to
same
do.
time-
But you got to sometimes, it's one of those things. Unfortunately, if you're hurt,
You got to do what you
that
got
But
to
I
do.
mean-
dude that might be stepping up and they perform well. It's kind of hard to put you back in because sometimes I do believe you can lose your job to injury.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's not
What
not
else?
like, you know what I mean, like a dude that's been
Tommy Maddox lost his job to injury.
well, and that's what I'm saying. He has never been a
Ben
guy.
Roethlisberger took that job and never looked back.
But look at where he ended up in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Yeah.
everybody says you can't lose your job to injury. The hell you can't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Certain guys.
well,
That's what I'm saying. Like he's just
Pat White did the same thing.
yeah.
Quarterback got it. I can't remember who it was. He got injured. Pat White came in. They ain't never looked back since.
Well, with Broderick too, he's never necessarily established like that. His being his position
Because you asked.
because he just has
Like, I could fucking blow by him. I have watched that dude literally just like, what are you doing? Like, it's blatantly, he just gets blown by every time. And it's like, why? Like, why do I even bother with you? You were supposed to be this all good player at Georgia, and you were good, but you got transitioned to the big boys, and it's like,
I think it's partly due to them playing him out of position too, though, when he first came in.
and even when he went back to his natural position, he still got blown by.
I
It's
just truly
bad.
think partly though too, it could also be a confidence thing. Once you're moved over and you're not performing well, like it's going to mess with you mentally. I think it's part of it. I really do. Sometimes I just don't
You know
think
how
certain guys come back
feels.
from
You
it.
better man the hell up. I already know that's what Phil's
I
thinking.
mean,
It is I'm being dead
You're
serious.
not
As a
wrong.
person that
It
plays
is,
but
sports.
you
But
gotta
that
get
also
over that
sounds like
hump.
a you problem.
You got to get over that hump.
Because
at the end of the day.
Somebody will replace you. Like,
Yeah,
that's like,
true.
this league there's somebody behind you that wants to take your job from you. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
that's what they even tell you in college. Like, when they're recruiting kids, like, I'm recruiting somebody to take your job.
Yeah.
Like, I hope you know that. No job is safe. It should never be. When the
No.
next season rolls over, if I find somebody better than you and he deserves to take your job, he's going to take your job.
Oh no, I agree
Yeah.
with that.
I mean,
yeah.
But I totally get what you're saying on the confidence
Sometimes I
thing.
think it's
You
a
shouldn't
mental
get your
thing and it
confidence
gets lax.
shattered because of some asshole.
You gotta
Because-
also think too, like some of these dudes that come in the league, they're only like 20 years old. Some of them can't handle that
Yeah.
because they're used to being that guy in college.
The running back from Iowa that we drafted.
Caleb Johnson's
Yeah.
another one. They probably destroyed.
Oh,
him,
they
too.
shattered that poor boy's confidence. Seattle game.
You can't
Never
do
fucking
it.
forget it.
You can't
Now,
do that to players.
why you
man.
did what you did, I have no idea. Like, I wanted to know your thought process on what you were doing,
I agree,
but he never seen the field
but that's
again. And it was
we've
only
seen
game
Tomlin
30.
do that with players. Even
He
when
made a
was
mistake, and it cost us. I will say that cost us the game. We were going to beat Seattle this past year. We were going to beat them. And that's your Super Bowl champions.
there. Mhm.
We were going to beat them at home. I'll never fucking
He
forget it.
fumbled like a punt return, and then
He
but then
fumbled-
after that, it was like
He fumbled a punt return in the end zone,
yeah.
but didn't take a knee. He just let the ball go.
Yeah, that's what happened. You have to get it and knee it. Like you can't just let it
Like
roll
he
out like a
just fair
kickoff.
caught it and then just dropped the ball. Seattle recovered in the end zone for a touchdown.
Rigged.
And
Sounds rigged.
Well,
I mean,
it-
about how do
kinda
you do
does.
something like that though? Like I'm telling you,
College
man,
not knowing
college
the
rules are different. He was a rookie. He was straight rookie. Like, I mean, he was one of our draft picks last year
yeah,
or the year before. Like,
but that's
I guarantee you he didn't understand what he was doing. But then when he realized what he was doing, he realized he fucked up. And he did. But
Barely let him play after that. You might have seen him one, 2 snaps a game if he even got that.
and that was it. You've never seen him again.
but that's I mean that's a big.
You
That's
can't
a-
do that.
I understand that you can't do
do
that. But also too, like they drafted him high.
But my thing is
But they still
I-
weren't even giving him burn
I don't
even
know,
after he
maybe
did that.
it's just
really.
me, but
Or
you
before
should
he did
know,
that.
rookie or not, you should know better. Obviously, you weren't paying attention enough to what you should have been.
Oh,
There's, I mean, that's on him himself. No matter what, you can't put yourself in that position and not know what you're doing.
yeah, no, because the NFL, like the rules change, and then sometimes it is hard to understand. Like that new kick coverage shit, it's the dumbest shit ever, but whatever.
But that's
You know
but
what
it's
I'm
your
saying?
job to
Because
ask questions.
I know what it was. In that kick coverage, when you catch the ball in the end zone, you have to advance it. And he didn't. He just
Yeah, maybe that is.
you have to take it no matter what you do. You have to advance the football. Once it enters the kick zone, you have to advance. And he didn't. But I mean, even I have sometimes a hard time understanding it.
Now
you
you're
know.
getting paid too much money to not understand it.
As a rookie, no.
No. I'm sorry, but
But-
you put into a high elite level.
But
you gotta
I will-
put yourself in.
But
that
I will
position.
argue with this. You don't destroy someone's confidence by doing it. You're a fucking head coach. You need to be a coach.
Yeah.
Tell him what he did wrong,
Develop these
but
guys.
I don't know if he was demoralized or anything. I don't know what happened. And I know Tomlin's not one of those people to be like, you're a fucking idiot. Go sit the fucking bench. You're never going to see the field again.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened. But it's also your job to correct it. I put that on coaching.
And to lift
It's
that
not.
kid.
It's not. He if he doesn't understand, then why doesn't he understand?
Right.
That's your job to make him fucking understand.
Yeah,
If
there
he
was
didn't
definitely-
understand,
that's definitely
Then that's a coaching gaffe.
I could see where you're coming from on
And
that
to
for
lift
sure.
that kid back up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you lift
Because
him back
he's
up.
only probably gonna
You
be
just
like
don't sit the
20,
motherfucker and never let him play again.
But it's wild to be a top pick, and I mean, did he not show any promising before that?
Well, he barely
Well,
got to even play.
That was
before
literally
then,
like
too.
one of his first games that he
Yeah.
actually got to fucking play in.
Oh,
Yeah, that was about it.
So they didn't even give him a chance.
Mind you, I
to
think
add
that was-
him on.
He never got a chance after that.
That was
That's the confidence
Where's-
destroyer.
Where is he now?
He's still on the team,
wasn't that first.
So why?
buried in the depth chart.
Wasn't that week 2? I'm pretty
Damn.
sure that's who they played. Yeah, it was week 2 or week 3.
That makes no.
It was week 2
That
or week
makes no
3
sense.
when that
It was
happened,
week
too.
3.
Why?
We played
but
Seattle at home.
You know what that tells you though. At the end of the day,
And that's all the
it's
reason.
your fault.
That's all the reason why the coaching staff ain't there no more.
It's your fault.
Because
Completely gone.
because it's now Mike McCarthy's job
Yeah,
to make that happen.
that's gonna be.
And also too,
how do you feel about him being your coach?
he didn't cut him because you have that option, but he kept him. Because a lot of coaches would have been like, I'm done with you, whatever. He kept him. You don't destroy someone's confidence like that.
Yeah.
Especially he's just a kid. I mean, he's literally a rookie, don't understand.
That's the thing.
That's your job as a fucking coach to do your job, to do what I pay you for.
Yeah.
I mean, if he doesn't understand it, then there's a reason why he doesn't understand it.
That's why I argue that
I wish
Mike
we could
Tomlin
ask
never
these
really
questions to
developed
both
players.
these guys.
Oh, they
We
don't
had
want me
them both-
asking those questions.
Huh?
They don't want me asking those questions.
But but I mean, but it
I
makes
mean, because
it's
seriously.
obvious, you know
You
what I
already
mean,
know
where
how
the
I feel.
mistake.
Mike Tomlin never developed players very well, and I don't care what
They-
anyone says.
They drafted that boy high, and he was out of Iowa. So, and I do understand, like, Iowa runs the football, so the boy can't be a horrible running back. And I've seen him. It's Caleb
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah.
He
Oh, I've
was a
watched
good
his
back at
highlights,
Iowa. So it's not like he was horrible.
Mm-mm.
You know, you could have had a really good tandem and
Probably him and with Warren.
and
last
him and
year,
Jalen Warren could have been a
and
really good
Gainwell.
tandem, and Gainwell. Like we could have had really good running backs, but instead you destroyed that boy's confidence and you never seen him again. Okay, so that's just
hopefully McCarthy can lift it back up.
oh, he will. There's no doubt about that because McCarthy is a Pittsburgh guy. He loves Pittsburgh. Like he's from there.
That's where he is
He,
from.
he understands the culture and how it is. He also understands that he has a huge target on his back from Pittsburgh
Oh yeah.
because it's now my job to get us back to where I know we should be. Because even when he was at Dallas, he watched Pittsburgh
So
because that's the hometown team. I mean, you're not going to get no better than that. I mean, you can't. So I just hope that he understands what it's going to take to get Pittsburgh back to where they need to be. And I think he will. I like the hire? Was it sexy?
Not
No.
necessarily.
God, no, it wasn't.
But his coaching staff has given me more promise, and the moves he's made in the offseason has too. So
He won the offseason.
that's how
He won the offseason before he won the draft.
yeah.
Like his offseason was way better than their draft. But also too, if he's got a plan for
Did you
these
see
guys, okay, I'll give you this one.
Well, you gotta.
It's like he
his
kinda
first
got the
year, so you gotta
defense.
give him the opportunity to see what he's done and the moves that he's made. Because even though, and I know a lot of people they disagree, especially when it comes to the draft. Sometimes you just gotta. They're in the higher field. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones in charge. You know what you were talking about earlier. So give them the opportunity to get into the season, and then let's criticize after it's over. You know,
Yeah,
what
I do
mean?
think he filled a lot of needs though, from top to bottom. Because I felt like he won.
But what's going to
on
happen with the
defensive
quarterback?
side.
If you had the choice right now to do, well, who would you run?
Will Howard.
You
That-
feel the
that's-
same?
I'm more linked to Will Howard because he's been there a year now.
That goes without question.
But also, I would like to see them compete, both of the young guys in the
And right-
offseason.
Right now, they're at camp.
Mhm.
It's a
I'm a Will Howard fan.
And
though. I'm not gonna lie.
what's the other guy's name?
Drew Aller.
Drew Aller.
And
He's the one that just got drafted though. Will's the one that
He's been there a year under
he's
Rodgers.
the one that broke
so-
his pinky and people are angry at.
Well, dude,
I'll
he
see.
was already healthy. Like, it's like wasn't pretty much the start of the season.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like,
but
but we
you're
can
you're not taking Aaron Rodgers off the field.
No,
That's just
no.
how they felt. And
Well,
I'm not a fan of it, even though I like Aaron Rodgers.
Nope.
I just want to see
not at all.
these newer guys get their opportunities. Honestly,
If
And
he
the-
sucks, then I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, you know, we don't know. Like everybody goes in, like they think that
they've
they
already written him
know.
off.
They've already
I
written
don't
him off,
understand it.
and it's like, you know, you just don't know that.
So tell me this, though.
I love
too.
the football experts that think that they know.
This is the part that
But
always
you
kills
don't.
me too.
let's just say, just to throw out there real quick, look where Tom Brady got drafted.
199th.
Well, this is
You
what I'm
know what I
trying
mean?
to say.
And that's
I'm
there's
hearing these
always
same-
potential.
I'm hearing these same analysts say the same thing where they're like, he's a 6th-round pick.
Mel
I don't
Kiper's
know
an
why
idiot.
he's on the team or da da
What
da.
is it?
I'm
Mel Kiper's an idiot.
talking about Will Howard. And I'm like, but these are the same analysts that'll be like, so-and-so was a 6th-round pick and is a legendary player. I'm like,
But-
then why are you throwing Will Howard to the side?
But there's
Yeah.
there's other coaches that love him,
Makes
like
no
John
sense.
Gruden. John Gruden fucking loves him, loves that kid. Like says that he's like you're gonna be a steal in this draft no matter who you go to.
Mhm.
You know, and John Gruden knows football. Last time I checked,
Yeah.
guy's been an offensive mind his whole career. So I mean, got a Super Bowl. So I mean, it's not like that John Gruden doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He sees, I mean, and I understand you just don't know until people play. You really
Right.
don't.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you look at Tom Brady whenever he was at the combine and been like, dude, like, why the hell are you even bothering?
Yeah.
Man won 7 Super Bowls. So let's just, let's just pump the brakes on everybody wanting Will Howard out of town because they don't know what you got, because you don't know what you got.
You haven't seen it.
You
You
haven't-
given
I haven't
the man
seen
the,
nothing.
the man the opportunity to do it.
And
but
that's why preseason is going to be so critical for him. The preseason games are going to be so critical.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably gonna watch the preseason games if he's gonna end up starting. But he's gonna end up. They're probably gonna play both of them, right?
Right now, he's in camp. He is QB1. Right
Okay.
now. He is the designated.
Which I figured
But that's
they
because
would.
Rodgers is still in the air,
Well,
right?
and they
Oh,
already-
if that phone would ring today, I'd hit the fuck you button on him. I ain't even bothering with you.
they ain't
Yeah,
gonna
but what do you
that,
think
though.
Steelers are going to do, though?
Oh, they're going to answer the phone and fucking blow it. Is
That-
what they're going to do.
They won't
I
do it.
hate it. I hate the fact I don't need you anymore. Okay, I got 3 quarterbacks on my roster.
Yep.
I don't need you. Okay. Seriously, don't
No,
want you anymore. Go somewhere else.
They need to take that risk. They really do.
They won't because they're stupid and they love him. I mean they let that dude play until he's 50.
Might as well call Tom Brady.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand the hype and the love. I understand that you did better than what we've had in the past 3-4 years, but hell, that wasn't much of a stretch.
Yeah.
I mean, it really wasn't.
I think Tom
Yeah,
Brady's done
Touchdown
enough
passes
already.
were up. You know, passing yards were up, but okay, big deal. I mean, you still were 9-8. Doesn't matter. I need better quarterback play. I just need it. It's like these other teams too.
You said who's the best goalie in NFL history? Dan Marino's the best point
Say
guard.
Adam Bailey Jones.
I can't help but I gotta read what he says because it's always something entertaining.
Oh, it's off the wall.
I know it. Just seeing the post alone, we get to be able to enjoy it.
Because you know,
Oh my God. Does it show? No.
the other quarterbacks going other places, like Atlanta. Who are they starting? And they got Zachariah Branch too, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. Hey, Georgia.
I know.
It's the connection, though.
I know.
State of Georgia, stay in there.
Georgia.
Good old Arthur Blank, boy. I tell you what, that right there is a He's- class NFL owner. Class all the way. Arthur Blank.
I know, except for his prices. I'm just kidding.
Hey, he lowered concession stand
I know.
prices.
I know. That's all.
He made it.
Phil gets fired up about him.
Hey,
He loves them.
I like Arthur Blank. I really do. If I had to pick an NFC team to like, I'd probably like the Falcons. Not gonna lie to you, because I like Arthur Blank. Dude's class all the way. Always has been.
Which
His
is
suit
teams
game,
better.
immaculate.
There
I'm
goes-
telling you right now, suit game is on point. Do you see any other NFL owners on the sideline with his team? No, they're up in the boxes. Not Arthur. His 76-year-old ass right there on the sideline with his team every game, and they find him. Like if you watch an Atlanta game, at least once or twice, they'll find Arthur Blank standing on the sidelines with his people.
So he's
would
not
too.
supposed to? You're not supposed to do that?
No, it's your team. You can do whatever the fuck
can
you
do what
want.
You can
Well,
sit
that's-
anywhere.
You
Well,
can
that's what
sit
I-
anywhere, but all the other what I'm saying is all
I
the other
watched it.
owners are up here
No,
in the
but why is he
boxes.
getting fined? Is it because
He's not
going
getting
off?
fined.
I thought
No.
you just said that. I'm delusional.
No, he's not getting fined. He's getting found. Like the
Oh.
cameras pan to him and find him, and so it's like Arthur Blank. You know, just he's the owner of the Falcons. He can be anywhere he wants to be. He owns the fucking team.
Well, yeah. No, I
But-
figured that.
But
that's
he's
why I
down
was
there.
confused.
He's down there with his team. Like any player could come up and talk to him or whatever. A lot of players do. Even players from other teams that know him come up and speak to him.
So he's a man of the people.
He
really.
he's a man of his people. Like
I love
he's
that.
definitely one of the better owners in the NFL. You can ask Chris. Like I got utmost respect for Arthur Blank. Hell of a fucking dude. Hell of an owner. I mean, he did lower the concession stands at his own stadium. I mean, it's affordable now. Drink is like $3. A beer is $7. I mean,
That's
it's
how it should be,
it's
yeah.
actually affordable. A hot dog's $2.50, $3.
That's awesome.
Chicken strip basket with fries and a drink is $8.
That sounds good right now too.
I'm going to Atlanta.
You know, the Suns did it.
Oh,
Suns for the NBA, they lowered their concessions because our ticket prices are through the roof, but you know, I can't even afford to feed the people that are in the stands because they bought a ticket,
Yeah.
you know, bottled water, $2,
Honestly, that's why I don't
you know,
eat usually when I'm in the stadium.
nobody does it.
I just go and eat at like Red Robin beforehand.
But
Yeah,
I give
that's what
those,
we've
That's what I
done.
do, or go after.
but I give those guys respect that do that to their concession stands, and I guarantee you they sell out every game. Guarantee it.
They should though. I mean, you should. You know what I mean? Because of that simple fact. But I mean,
That's why I
Going
give
to the
respect to
movies-
those owners that do that.
I mean, I was just watching the thing talking about that this guy can go on and get a ticket for $8. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how some tickets, certain games would be really cheap, and a Big Mac costs $9 and some change. He can go to a sports event for $8, and McDonald's costs more expensive. We just live in a terrible world right now. We 100% do.
That's why I say, like, some of these owners, man, like, you know, like him, I just, you know, you got my respect, bro.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, you know, just, and talk to anybody. Doesn't matter who it is. Like, you know, players come up, talk to them, stuff like that. It's just, you know, it's just good stuff all the way around from him.
Oh, excuse me.
And, you know,
Except for that Kirk Cousins contract.
you know, that one, whatever. Now he's going to the Raiders. And the Raiders, you know, drafted Fernando and 1 overall. I can't wait to see what happens.
Phil's
Can't wait.
scratching at the bit just for good old fantasy football.
It's not even that.
He's excited.
It's not even that. I want to see how he actually does.
Oh, just Fernando in general. I want to see
I'm
Pittsburgh.
fucking salty.
I'm
In
actually.
Indiana, I ain't gonna lie. I am that guy. I hate him.
You hate Indiana? They haven't even.
I don't give a
won-
shit.
They haven't won anything for years.
Good. There's a reason.
Why?
Fuck 'em.
You don't like?
I
them?
just get salty at anybody who beats Oregon. So just don't mind me, okay?
This team literally hasn't done anything for what 70 years.
It's a little longer. They haven't done nothing.
This is a team we're talking. Wasn't it like last year or 2 years ago that won maybe a game or two?
He goes 1 overall to the Raiders.
Oh, we knew that.
The Raiders.
I'm standing in the crowd at the draft, and I'm just like, come on, just lock this in. We don't need all this music and everything going on. Lock it in, get it over with.
The Raiders were another one that did, you know, fairly well with drafting what they had. Of course, you know, you also
They honestly could be
with
maybe
QBA,
500.
they should. If not, then there's a problem.
They definitely did fill some good positions.
If not, then there
it should
is
be
a
promising.
problem for sure.
I would be more excited if I was a Raiders fan, honestly.
They got for a wide receiver steal. My opinion, they drafted him in the 6th round. Was Malik Benson from Oregon. I think dude could end up being solid. I'm not saying he's going to be a stud. I just say he'll be solid.
He's no Troy Franklin.
No,
That's good.
no, he's not. He didn't. I don't even think
No, he's not.
he didn't even get to, or did he get to play with Troy? No, he didn't, because Malik was a transfer. Malik transferred from Florida State. Burner, long, lanky, skinny kid. Burner. He's going to take top off of defenses if Fernando can get him the ball, which Fernando can make the throws. He can. He puts his whole weight into it. He puts his weight into his throws. He's accurate. Still got to clean up some stuff, as everybody does.
Typically raw.
Everybody
too.
does. But who you went to, and I'm not just
It's
saying
gonna
the
help.
I'm not just
QBA.
saying the org. I'm saying the man. I'm not
Yeah.
saying the organization, because the Raiders are black hole in the NFL, but whatever. But
Well, that's what they're called, too.
Kubiak is going to get them where they need to be offensively, because he's offensive minded. You know, we see what he did in Seattle.
So,
So
are you taking Raiders guys this year in fantasy, possibly at least one?
No.
I'm saying you wouldn't like for a late
I am
round
not.
pick.
I
I'm saying
got.
like a late rounder.
I'll have my board before my draft of who I'm not going to take, and I already know who I'm not taking.
But you wouldn't take a Raider with Kubiak being there?
No.
More offensive minded?
Got you got to show me first.
Like
Because you're brand new. Like, you're starting
saying-
fresh over.
Not even one in a late round, if there's one there. That you're like, hey, you know what?
Probably not. I didn't last year.
Well, yeah, but the last year we know they were not going to be like
You had one of the better
Yeah.
tight ends. Of course, he got injured,
yeah,
but
Pete Carroll. Like he's
I know.
defensive minded. Like not a shot at
everybody
anybody.
thought Gino was going to do all right. He fell flat on his face. But,
Mhm.
I already know who I'm not. Just throw that out there.
Yeah,
Jordan
I'm
Love,
not
you will
saying
not
that
be
I
on my
would
team.
trade
I
him.
will
No.
leave. I will leave.
You at the door.
I will leave a fucking QB space empty before I take him again. Ever. Okay. Never will take him again. You screwed me over too many times. Not happening. Hey, and look at that. Fantasy wins and losses after the draft just popped up on my phone.
They're listening. They're
It's-
always listening.
It said, stay away from Jeremiah Love.
Well, yeah, because he plays for Arizona.
Well, that too. And it says,
I would
Tate
take
could
him.
be a gem.
Oh, Tate.
Cardinal
Yeah.
Tate.
Well, yeah,
He could.
I would probably. I
I'm
would
telling
take him.
you. I mean,
Mhm.
I love Chris. I really do. It's my boy.
I think it's a good pick still.
You don't have any proven receivers.
That's what I said. You only have
Proven. And
Yeah.
I mean like guys that are tried and true have been there. I mean, but
Calvin's always hurt. Ellick's not bad.
Calvin needs to retire.
Yeah.
You're
Ellick-
done.
But Ellick isn't bad.
You got injured twice last year. It's time to hang it up, bro. It's time.
Was Okonkwo still there? He's not a bad tight end,
Okonkwo's going.
is he?
Yeah.
Well, they wonder if they drafted a tight end then.
Mm.
They might have. I don't know.
Titans needed help offensively. Defensively, I think the Titans are fine.
That's kind of what I thought.
Offensively,
More
Because-
playmakers.
I mean, you look at the past few years with them when they did make it to the AFC Championship game. Baltimore. Or no, they made it to the game to go to the AFC Championship game. They lost the AFC Championship game. They played Baltimore to make it there, and they lost it. But you only had A.J. Brown and Derrick Henry. I couldn't name another receiver on that team. And you had Ryan fucking Tannehill throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Where's he? Nowhere. So, and you had Arthur Smith. Okay. So,
Apparently Arthur knew he was
someone
doing there.
jiving right there. Okay. So it's offense for them.
Mhm.
It literally is. You need to build offensively, period. Straight up. That's what it's got to be. Robert Saleh's not going to let the defense fail because you look at where he's been. Solid defenses. Even with the Jets, defenses was pretty good.
Mhm.
The Niners. You had a shit ton of injuries though. That's right there what derailed their season was injuries. They were the most fucking injured team in the league. And he was their defensive coordinator. I'd have probably stayed there if that was me. But he apparently wanted to be a head coach. I really thought Robert Saleh should have stayed with the Niners and been their defensive coordinator, period. Because you were on one of the best coaching staffs in the league, period. Your head coach is one of the best. 1A and 1B. Robert Saleh should have just stayed there. He should have just stayed a Niner. But we'll see what he does with the Titans.
Yeah.
We'll see what he does.
Are you upset about Caleb Downs to Dallas?
Anybody that goes to Dallas, I'm disappointed.
I wasn't upset. I enjoyed that pick.
As
I
you
wasn't
should've.
as
You're welcome.
it wasn't what I thought they were going to go for at first.
It was
but that-
needed.
But yeah,
Safety was needed.
no, it definitely is needed. So I think overall Dallas did good. I say between an A and an A plus. I mean, I think they did fine for everything that they picked up for all the people for the positions that were needing to be filled. Because honestly, I feel like our offense is fine. I really
There's
do.
a lot of people
Well,
giving
they had
them
definitely had to go defense.
100%.
A and B's is what they was getting in their draft grades.
Who
Well-
else did they get too? Oh, yeah,
They
that's
got
right,
the David Bailey.
Getting David Bailey and Caleb Downs. That's like a steal.
David Bailey.
Why does it say David Bailey on here?
It says edge.
Did he go to Dallas?
David Bailey
I
went
thought
to
he
the Jets.
That's what I thought. What is this another? No, it says Texas Tech.
Well, then
Oh, you know what this
am I
is?
looking at the wrong thing?
Is that a mock?
You know what this is?
Oh, this is
I think all those dudes. Never mind.
Here, then this is it right here. Macaulay Lawrence. See, this isn't showing me the positions played and everything. So maybe I was looking at the wrong. I've been sitting here staring.
Yeah,
at the
David
wrong-
Bailey was a Jet.
I was going to say it did start looking weird.
So what I was trying to do is find a full list on it because I'm obviously my memory is not going to be no bueno.
Well, yeah, I've yet to learn. Like, it's more the back end with Pittsburgh. More of the lesser known guys.
I know a lot of people though were very upset that the Giants didn't pick him up.
I think the Giants did fine.
Yeah, I honestly do too.
Okay, so Malachi Lawrence is who we got.
Well, he's an edge
20.
rusher.
And we got
Yeah,
I mean,
from-
I do know.
Yeah, from UCF.
yes.
That's a tall dude.
And then
He's
you
like
got
6'5".
just Sean Barham. He's a linebacker from Michigan. Then you had Drew Shelton, defensive tackle from Penn State. Devin Moore, cornerback from Florida. You had LT Overton, defensive line, Alabama. And then Anthony Smith, wide receiver, East Carolina. I feel like they had a very solid pickups for
Good
what they
defensive
did.
heavy.
I just got to see how they do, obviously, on the line. You know what I mean? I'm just hoping as these are a lot of people that could end up being real good for our defense because right now they look good against certain teams. When you actually play a team that's worth a damn, they crumble. Bad. Yeah, because you say that because you don't like the Cowboys, but for me, it's not. It is
But
what
I
it
Jerry
is.
Jones.
But I always give credit to teams of where credit is due at times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rarely, especially when it
do.
comes. Yeah, once in a blue moon for the Cowboys.
Oh, I'll
Once
say
in a-
Dallas. I mean, they just need help, and they need Jerry Jones to fucking leave. If
Yeah.
Jerry Jones would leave, and Dallas fans even say that, like, they don't
Oh,
want his
yeah.
ass there anymore.
No, goodbye.
I'd be fucking over it too.
so long.
You know, and then Dallas could potentially end up being a problem if they did. If they did.
I
You
just
know?
I just can't stand the fact that I've just seen so much talent come in there and it's just they don't allow it. Like it's just they can't do anything with it.
It's like with Philadelphia. I mean, you know, when Philly with the AJ Brown situation is, and then you're going to trade him to New England, which is smart on their part because they won't have to see him.
Yeah.
You give him to the AFC. That's what some people. I don't understand why people do the trade in your conference or even in your division.
Or even,
That's
yeah.
why a lot of people do
Yeah.
that. You know,
Get him out and then
like why Dallas traded Micah to Green Bay is beyond me because you traded him in your fucking conference. You know, do it so you don't have to see him anymore. That's why a lot of people do that. They'll move somewhere where they don't have to play him ever
Yeah,
again.
but Dallas at
if
this
you do
point
it
is-
once every 4 years or something.
Yeah, that's like us with Philadelphia.
Yeah.
We'll never see Philadelphia for another 4 or 5 years. You know, but with Philly moving on from AJ Brown, and it's like you replaced him with Mekhi Lemon. Okay, that's cool. So you replaced him. You replaced AJ Brown, a freak of nature, mind you, with Mekhi Lemon. Which I'm not saying that dude is bad and
You got
horrible.
Wicks, too,
But
now.
you still have to see
Don't
what he
take
does
him
in the
Wicks.
league. At the end of the day, every player
But
that
if
gets
you would
drafted,
look,
you
but
have
if you
to-
would look at those two side by side, you would wonder what the hell you were thinking.
yeah,
You would.
Oh,
Oh, I'm
that big
telling
of
you.
a difference.
You would
AJ
literally
Brown.
wonder what the
It
hell
is.
you were thinking.
It's a huge difference.
AJ Brown's what? 6'5", 6'6"?
Probably something.
Yeah, but
At
there's
least
got to
six-
be
probably
something
6'4".
with in the
Makai's
locker
barely
room.
scratching 6 foot.
But there's got to be something in the locker room. Sometimes that. The
But
things
you
that
add
they don't
him. If you heard the way Makai talks
do. Yeah.
and how I understand what you're saying. Like in the
It
interviews he
kinda
has,
comes off.
it's kind of like
But it's
Are
Philly.
you even speaking
we're gonna have, like, are you even speaking English,
on
bro?
top of it? Yeah, that's what it felt like to me when
But
he
it's
said it a little
Philly.
bit.
Like,
Do you
he's all
realize
like,
how Philly is, though.
Oh, he'll
No,
fit the
in
mold.
general-
oh, he'll fit the
Philly.
mold, but how long
That's-
you but how
but he
long you
needs-
gonna last there?
We're talking
Because
he needs a
Howie
bigger body.
Roseman ain't gonna play your shit.
Well, yeah, that's
So
true
that's
too. on
that's
top of it.
their just their problem.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's
I'm-
definitely your problem.
all you're doing is making me happy they did what they did.
Because the way he comes off,
Because Philly is a threat.
it's more
To
like
me, it came off. as
it's more like you're trying to be a gangster than you are a football player.
That's really what it felt like.
Oh, so another John Moran.
Watch some of his interviews,
It's kind of.
and you'll understand what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna. I will
You-
after done with the
You
show.
should
I'm
watch
gonna
some
look
of
at it.
his interviews because it's like you're speaking to.
Yeah, and it's like I'm not
It's
trying
like
to
you're-
pull like a stereotype or something, but it's just the truth. Like it's like
It's
That's
like
what's
you're talking.
happening.
It's almost
Yeah.
like you're talking to a gangbanger,
yeah,
almost, kind of, like the way he comes off. Like you'll understand what I mean whenever you watch one
You'll
of his
see it.
interviews.
and
Now,
that's what,
the talent is there. I'll never put down his talent because his talent is
no, it
there.
is.
The dude is a hell of a possession receiver. He's good after the catch. You know, he makes contested catches as well. But it's like, are you worth more than what, you know,
end up bringing.
yes, of what you're going to bring to the table for me?
Yeah.
And
you
it's like
know.
okay to have like that confidence and stuff, but it just felt
There's
I
there's
can't-
also
it felt
overconfidence.
like a weird energy though.
Yeah, but
whenever
I can't say too much because you know how many times Dallas has done taking people that we shouldn't have taken
a
and
little
stuff.
rough around the edges.
Well, that's how I felt with him when
But
I
it-
saw his
but-
interview after he got picked by Philly. I was like, dude, he just kind of reminds me like he's going to be another AB or like George Pickens.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm kind of glad we didn't get him now.
I'd see George more.
So-
I would AB totally lost his mind.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, I
We've had-
definitely yeah.
we've just had too many receivers with these issues, and I'm over it. I'm done with it. I just
But
want guys
they're
that
coming
want to
in
just be
raw
there.
talent is what you're getting. You're getting the raw talent from before, like you're getting it in the beginning. Like you didn't even see him go do all these
I
crazy
know.
things everywhere else. You guys are like, well, I think we can control him. Let me do it.
Well, I watched him play at USC.
Well, and
Yeah,
that's probably why he also thinks he's all that too, because once again, he was the man there.
But why? But why
So
is it
you're
that?
going to carry yourself?
Why
that
is
way.
it
Some
that there's
people
so
do
many
anyways.
wide receiver talents? Like I don't know, I grow up, I felt like
Always
you've seen a
divas.
few
That's-
divas here
Wide
and there,
receiver divas have always been that way.
but it's so.
Because they're a skill position. That's what it comes down to. They're the ones that those players at the skill position are the reason you watch the game.
I mean, you're
No
not-
one, even though the offensive line, the D line should be getting the most like praise,
They won't
They're
do
not,
But my thing
because
is,
they're
it's
not
okay to be
they're not
cocky,
flashy,
but
You
you don't
gotta-
have to. But you have to have a.
You got to let guys who won't do that dirty work.
right?
You know, as a wide receiver, you got to do some dirty work. Like
Yeah.
you got to do some
That's
blocking.
why I like the Pittman.
I don't know how he's going to block
exactly.
because in college, like you block, but it's like you know, you don't really care. You know,
Yeah,
like,
but at the end of the day, you're playing a whole line of the best of the best. It's not like
oh,
college
he's
at
going to
all.
find out real quick.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like, especially in Philadelphia, because Philadelphia got some like.
They're not easy on their players.
Well,
as
they
fast as
also
they
got
are.
Tyreek Woolen.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
That'd be the
anyway.
first person I'd put you on. Go ahead, see what happens
You
to
can
you.
do with that. Yeah, it's true.
That's what I'm doing. Like I'm putting my rookies against my best people because I want to see what you got. I want to see what you can bring to the table.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you have to be able to see stuff like that.
That's what
You
they
know
did
what I
with
mean?
Joey.
Some teams won't though. Like some teams will ease you into it, which I can understand that part.
Nah. Show them what they need to work on and where you need to be on this team.
Well, your teammates should help you do that as well. Like
No,
you,
no,
like
but-
you have a responsibility as a teammate to try to help them, but also too, it's whether you listen or grasp it. Because
Yeah.
some people don't like being told,
It's the
like don't like being told that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's
But you know
constructive
what's
criticism.
wild to me about people that think like that is if you sit here and you listen to somebody else, maybe not every person that you sit here and listen to will have everything that they have to say, but if they've been doing this and they're in this league, there's no reason you shouldn't look up to any of the other people in there. You shouldn't be higher than that in your head because these are the people that's going to help develop you in experience, just like your coach. Anything like that that's going to get you to where you need to be. But I'm telling you, when like the diva and the wide receiver just seems 10 times worse than it's ever been.
Oh, 'cause it is.
but there's no reason it needs to be like that. Like, at what point, where are you going to get humbled before you realize that you ain't that guy until you win that ring? Because at the end of the day, you could be the best wide receiver in the world, best quarterback, but if you're not hitting that final part, there's still a stain there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they learn. It's called your welcome to the NFL moment. And and everybody gets one. Everybody gets one. The linemen, they get them. They get them all. They get them all the time when they get blown by, or a wide receiver when he goes over the middle, like Makai would go over the middle, and a safety or a corner take his head off. That's your welcome to the NFL moment. Everybody gets one. I don't care who you are. Every single NFL player who is a rookie, they get one.
But they ain't getting hit hard enough to where they learn. That's the problem.
They'll learn.
But
they'll learn. Oh, trust me, he'll learn. I promise you, he'll learn. I don't know who it's going to be by, but he'll learn. He better hope to God it ain't somebody that's got a nasty streak in him, because I promise you, like Ray Lewis, how many welcome to the NFL moments you think he gave people? Brian Dawkins, how many NFL moments you think he gave to some people? So
talking about
they'll get them. And it doesn't even have to be a huge hit. It could just be something to where you think you're the man, and then you're showed you're not.
Yeah.
Like, it could be corner could get an interception on him where he think he has the ball, and it gets taken that way.
Yeah.
It don't matter. You're going to get one. Plain and simple. Everybody gets one.
I just really hope that this draft that we picked up on can really fill those positions, and we can do something.
Same.
I really, really do, because I like the fact that we even did pick up another receiver. I know it was at the end, but why not, right?
I mean, like I said, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
I just need the season to start like tomorrow.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm ready for it to start myself too.
So we got probably about at least 3 months or
I
so.
don't want to talk about it because I'm ready to draft. Like, I'm ready for fantasy football, boys.
I mean, I've been watching the NBA, so
I
that's
know you've already been writing stuff down, haven't you?
Not yet. I'm itching for it though, because like last year, I let myself down in fantasy. Like, I really did. Like, I don't know why. I don't know what my thought process and my game plan was, but
that the players that you picked were gonna show up.
But
and
I'm
actually
going
play.
in. But I'm going in like I'm going in with a different mindset this year, especially in the Elkins draft. Like, I'm going in different. Like this time around, I'm not playing those games with that. Like, I'm not doing what I normally would do. You know what I mean? Like, when they take a quarterback all the way, But usually, sometimes your hand gets forced into doing whatever. But let me have that 10th pick, please. Please let me get that 10th pick.
That's what
I want it.
So what most people
you get
would
2
want.
picks back to back
it's
at
a
10.
snake draft.
Yeah.
So let me get that 10th.
But that's how when I did that first year, I did mine for that one time. That's how mine was.
If you stick to your strategy and stick to your plan, if you have a good one, you could, as long as you have that good strategy and you stick to it, you could win your league. Because I've seen people the guy that won our league last year picked 10th.
Trevor Lawrence is my QB this year.
And didn't pick a quarterback until everybody else was done picking quarterbacks. And his quarterbacks were, above average and won the whole damn thing. So, and I know it can be done. I've done it. But guys panic when it's a 2 quarterback league, and they just panic. And I'm like, just don't panic. It's going to be there. Just pick your people. You see guys fucking do that domino effect, and it makes me want to fucking scream my head off. Pick quarterback. Oh, well, the next 5 guys got to do it. No, you don't. No, you don't.
You don't.
You don't have to.
Most of the time, I've always picked mine probably like 6th or like a 7th round.
Yeah, when I first started doing fantasy, that's how it was. Your quarterbacks didn't go until late. I'm not talking like real late,
but like middle-ish.
They went middle. You took running backs first.
I always go.
Then your wide receivers it's all trickle down. You know, tight ends are almost dead last.
Yeah.
Like you're talking defense
Unless
and
you
kicker
want
realm.
that top 3.
There's only 5 good tight ends
Yeah,
in this league.
There really
period.
is, though.
But you know, you just do that. You just build your team and don't go off of all
Yeah, we
quarterbacks.
saw that.
Everybody wants to draft quarterbacks. You know, just chill out. It's okay. Please. But once that domino effect happens, man, it's that way. It only takes that one person that does it. And it pisses me off.
That's crazy.
Because then I got to change my whole damn draft strategy.
So do you think Lakers they sweep him? Since he's not
I
playing
mean, they
now?
should.
I just got an alert that Kevin Durant's not playing,
They should sweep them.
so he's out.
Out for
So the Lakers
Lakers
played
already up 3-0.
3-0.
The Rockets.
Yeah.
Tonight's game 4.
Oh, yeah, they're done.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't even
they
bother.
should. I mean, they should.
That's just wild to me that they're even. I mean, it's the Rockets, so it's not. With him being out, I feel like that hurt them a lot.
They are young, that team is. But I still kind of thought, just because I don't think the Lakers have great depth, that's why I just still thought without Luka and Reeves, they were going to
But
probably
you've had
lose.
some players that showed up, has been showing up for these games, though.
Well, it's been mainly Kennard, Smart, and Rui Hachimura.
Yes.
That's the biggest
Well,
thing.
Smart,
'Cause
I don't
they're
know what it
actually
is.
just-
I've been really enjoying watching him play.
But I thought it was going to come more down to DeAndre Ayton pretty much, because I just think he's just flat out trash, to be honest. And Jackson Hayes is decent, but he's not like somebody that's going to elevate you to the next level, because I thought that's what was going to happen. Like Sengun was going to have like a field day on him.
Yeah.
But apparently not. So
Interesting how this whole thing's been turning out, to be honest with you. It will be. That's definitely something else.
Anything on the Utah Jazz?
No.
Just kidding. I know.
Hasn't been for years. And there never will be.
They might. I wouldn't say for years. Donovan Mitchell was making it interesting when he was there.
Yeah, that's it.
Feels like I'm upset.
It's
like, we just stick back. Let's stick back to the Steelers.
We'll stick
Go back to the real sport that's not completely rigged.
stick back to football in general.
Oh, I do want to make a quick rant, just for me to put it out there. With this whole SGA thing that everybody's complaining that he's a free throw merchant, that this man just can do anything, any light touch. It's a call on the referees. The referees make those decisions, not SGA, not OKC as a whole. The referees. If you want to complain, either stop watching the game where the ratings go down, because apparently you were telling me the
They're
ratings
already
went down.
low.
They're already low.
They're atrocious.
And it needs to
No
be
one
worse.
cares about it. I
At
don't
the
even
end of
care
the
about it,
day,
really.
stop complaining about the wrong thing. Man up. Let's have a little bit of common sense. It's the referees and the organization. You see the calls, you see everything that's going on. Please, common sense. Let's stop complaining about the wrong things. Making these videos. Oh, look at what he did. Referees make the call. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. It's just laying out the truth. Like, I got people on Instagram, which like I told you, I enjoy what people really out here crying. And at the end of the day, like, fouls or no fouls, the kid got a damn nice shot on him.
All superstars get calls anyways. They
Yes.
always have. So
Always do.
throughout the years, Jordan did.
I mean, they're
Kobe did.
complaining about that.
Like-
And we just watched that game 3 at the end of it, and you telling me you're quote unquote king with the way in the turnovers and the passes. Like, seriously? You'll defend him all day, though. We can't compare them two. Can't compare them. Comparing how you play the sport. It's a huge difference. Can't stand. I'm sorry, I get a little aggravated.
Oh,
I just can't
I know the
stand Like just be real about it. Have some common sense. I'm telling you, it's all out the window just because a player is a certain player. That league, it is shit. It really is. Now that I've been kind of watching it a lot more, like the NBA, I can understand why you're so deterred away from it. I mean, they
watch
ruined
Laker
it.
games because I'm still a Lakers fan, but I kind of don't even care if they win or lose anymore because I don't like the style of play of the NBA.
I mean, but at least the style of play could be fine if they would actually play these players the right way with the off calls, the way the Knicks got their call last night on him, and his foot wasn't even on the line, wasn't even close enough to even say it was this
talking about
much.
the out of bounds call?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like,
it was pretty bad.
Like, come on now. Like this, the stuff that they're doing, which I understand why Devin Booker went off. Devin Booker went off because he got hit on a foul call. Or he didn't get a foul. What was it? It was an offensive foul. What was it? I can't even remember. Terrible.
I never watched any of the
But either way, he didn't get a call that an SGA would have gotten a call for, and he went off. The NBA went ahead and said that he was right, but still fined him.
Well,
because he acted out of character.
He said something about it is literally like sports entertainment. All this stuff's rigged, anyways. Like that's
no,
what he literally said.
But that's how it is with them. That's how it is
too.
With the NFL. There's no purity to the sport anymore. And then obviously, like I was talking about with the divas and the drama, like I'm watching the Knicks game and just watching players that as soon as a foul's supposed to happen,
fun of wrestling for being fake.
They're jumping all over. I said, wrestling is more real than the NBA, in my opinion.
Might be more real than the sports. At least we know it's predetermined.
Yeah, at least you know going in.
But hey,
we ain't getting shafted.
That's why, like, no offense to anyone that does go out and buy, like, these expensive tickets to games and stuff like that.
That's why I don't want to go anymore.
But that's why I don't. And when I do go, I'm spending like $40-$50. I ain't being like the rest of y'all spending $300-$400 just to go watch a game that probably is like going to be a little bit manipulated.
But that's the wrong thing. It's manipulated. Like it shouldn't be like you have to now to get sports at its pure, which has always been like that because it's always been more competitive. You have to go to college. I'd rather watch the WNBA than watch the NBA at this point because of the way it's set up.
I like the WNBA.
I mean, it's just
the 3v3 league.
No,
they do the Unrivaled.
I mean,
it's fun to watch to me. So
people like I still got people messaging me about that SGA comment I made. Like, there's nothing to defend. I stated a fact. If you can't handle it, you don't need a rant to me. And that's what these people think because I make a comment and it has a reply button that they have to reply to every person that they disagree with.
Oh yeah. That happens a lot.
Like it's just like let me sometimes just say something and
leave me alone
and just go away. But everybody wants to talk. You put it on the platform, you put it out there, and the whole world they want to argue with you. And who am I?
I'll just look at it.
But who am I? I'm petty. I enjoy it. I enjoy the banter back and forth. I come from an era where when you were every round that ended on Gears of War, you were talking shit to each other. And then it would end, the next round would start, and you're loading up for the next round, and you're talking shit to each other. I mean, you remember the Call of Duty days when it was like that? Now what do? They completely took that away. You may have it at the beginning of the match, you know what I mean, on certain game time. But and that's what it is you're not allowed to talk smack. And if you say any curse word, anything like that, and they report you, because obviously all that stuff is like recorded through there, they ban you. And so now it's 10 times easier to get banned more than anything else in the world. You know how many times I've gotten kicked off of Instagram? Like they just ban me out of the door. And I'm thinking to myself, like, they don't even tell me why I'm banned. I'm just banned.
Yeah.
I don't get no notification, no nothing. And it's apparently over a comment that I replied to somebody reported me for.
That's what happened to a friend of mine. He made a comment about it was something to do with sports. He was like, it wasn't even that bad either. And he was like, dude, they banned me. I can't remember exactly what it was.
But it's their soft. But then they'll allow naked girls on there. They'll allow people to make racist comments.
That's what sells.
And you know what I did out of curiosity? I was like, if somebody makes a racist comment and I report it, will they actually ban them? And they won't. they tell me that they did nothing wrong. But I'll say ass or fuck, and all of a sudden I'm banned.
He said, "What's?"
Like, explain that to me. I mean, look at the world as it is. There's a guy that was molesting a girl for like, what did they say? For like 4 years of her life, he did 6 months in prison. He's part of the whole Trump thing. I know this is not going on, but he just got off. We have the whole Epstein files, and what's going on with that? They're not prosecuting. They like said, like nothing's happening. Like, are you kidding me?
It probably won't happen either because those are
Soft
all the
ass
people
world.
that literally run the
Soft
world.
ass world, yo. I'm telling you.
The names in it are everyone
And
that
then,
runs the world,
yo,
basically.
there's a kid that just died.
Entertainers, everything.
Forgive me if I say he died. He either died or he got injured really bad riding his electrical bike and got hit by a car. And there's the mom's being penalized for it. You know how many videos I've seen these kids driving their bikes, and like if you're walking, they'll swerve right in front of you, and then they'll get mad if you react to it and you push the bike away. Which, I mean, obviously you're causing them to get hurt, but like, I'm sorry, reaction, like you freaking me out.
Yeah.
And I've seen a few kids where they'll do it in front of cars and then they'll wreck their bike in a car.
See, I've even like came across kids just in general, like in the neighborhood, even just on a regular bike, acting like they're going to go out in front of me. And I'm like, if you do, I'm just going to hit you.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh,
what more
I remember
can do?
years ago, I had a kid doing that to
Like
me.
if he's right in front of me as you're
while I
crossing
was
into my
walking.
lane, how am I going to stop? You know.
And God forgive me, God
I'm just
forgive
saying.
me, but I had a kid messing with me, right? Doing that to me. Like years ago when I was living in Stanford, I was working security and I was walking down the street. And mind you, these things are already narrow as it is, and he kept coming back around and doing it. I seen a stick and as he drove by me, I put it in between the fucking tires. Or, you know, in the spokes. Yeah, God, I mean, I was an asshole then. Forgive me for that. But like, you don't do that, and then people don't realize like there's just certain people you don't do that with. I watched another person where they got a road rage. Right, this truck turns around. This guy pulls up on it, gets out of his car. Truck straight runs him over. You see him running away, and his his foot is broken. Like. Dead ass just ran him over like wild. Yeah, wow, this world is wild.
No, I just never understood why like people want to play the thing like act like they're going to run out in front of a car. Because like if you do it, like what's going to happen?
Oh,
9 times out of 10, that person's not going to be able to stop.
I just watched.
They're literally you're going to hit them.
Yeah, I just watched another one. So remember that whole Karen thing where that woman got upset because the guy took the baseball and gave it to one of his kids. I just watched another video about a grown man took it from a ball from an old man, like straight snatched it out of his hand. Though. In my opinion, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but with her situation, maybe she did act out of character, but the way the world bullies you and brings you down, trying to justify because she did something wrong, so you bring somebody else down. By doing just the same negative, like I don't understand it. What are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? What's wrong with y'all out there?
Phil wants to say something.
No.
Phil's just like, go ahead, do what you do.
Yep.
Shut up.
Let's go ahead and wrap this one up.
Oh man.
But all right. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll have a next one here, and I don't know.
Hopefully in a couple weeks. Really, it should be this weekend because usually we do it every 2 weeks. We just jumped in the early one to do
For this one, yeah. But yeah, we'll get back with you on the next topic, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.
See ya. Have a good day.